Jen, you got a little stain there on your pants.
I know. I dropped balsamic vinegar on myself.
You know what? I think, did you just go to the tea room?
You and Dom have that. This morning, Dom spilled like half a cup of coffee on his shoulder and didn't realize
On my shoulder. I have no idea where I was going with that.
It like
spilled a
ran
cup of
all the
coffee.
way down his jacket, like onto his pant leg, and it's like he didn't know it was dried by the
That's
time he noticed
awful. I was in class and I spilled coffee on my back. Well, the kid next to me did.
Yeah, you can't spill coffee on your back?
On my back,
Were
yeah.
you thrown up in the air trying to catch
No,
it?
there's like a window. My desk is right in front of it.
Coffee juggling.
He keeps his coffee on the windowsill, and when I turned back to put on my sweatshirt, I just knocked it over, and he just tried to catch it, and instead it just went all over my back, and I sat in class smelling like coffee.
it. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks for nothing.
Well, you missed my...
The class wasn't
I
bad
just went to
anyway.
the tea room. It was delicious.
It was
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Locals love the tea room. Have you been there, Jen?
I haven't, but it's like a Lynchburg. I heard like a legend place. Like everybody goes there when they, have a few drinks in them apparently, and they have a good time and eat there.
Well,
Yeah.
that is kind of the debate. Is
I heard,
is
that's
who,
what I hear.
Yeah, is who goes
What
there
yeah.
and when. When is the best time? Some would say after a night of drinking. Some would say,
Yeah.
2:00 before you come on the radio show.
Yeah, I would... I'm gonna hold my own here. I'm going to hold my tongue. Because they're going to be we love the tea
You're a
room.
northerner who doesn't appreciate a good Western.
That's what... Yeah. Nate just took me there.
No, that's not true.
What, that he's not a northerner?
Oh
that
no,
doesn't appreciate
I thought you said that I don't appreciate.
Oh no, I was saying with him.
Jen, it's kind of the dominate show. It's okay for us to talk.
We can talk to each other too.
Are we allowed to? Jen is awesome. I just called her out for having a stain on a radio show. Any other girl would have freaked out, been like,
it's balsamic vinegar.
yeah, what are you going to do? You got a Sonic? Jen just throws, she's like,
She's like, what a great topic.
You guys can't see me. The listeners can't see
They
me.
don't know. They don't know. Jen's wearing her wedding dress right now. It's a little
Prom,
strange.
actually.
Prom dress.
She's not even engaged.
Nate has been listening to...
I'm wearing a wedding dress,
Yeah.
for all they
I
know.
wish you guys could see this. Hey, so this is the first show since Seven Dust.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. How
we
about
rocked
that?
It
out.
was a big hit.
My first metal concert.
My ears stopped bleeding yesterday.
That was a little bit different than hip hop. Let
Yeah.
me tell
Yeah.
Yeah, a little different for you.
Definitely.
That was a good time though, wasn't it?
you. Yes.
They were jamming.
That was a
They,
ton of people.
they were jamming. There was
And-
1,000 people there. No lie.
easy.
Yeah.
Phase
There,
2 was packed out.
there were, and they were kind of there to see us. A little bit of the Seven Dust, but it was fun, and we got to go on stage. That's what's up.
I think there would have been even more people had our faces and name been on the
Screen.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
yeah,
Yes, on the ticket stub, dominate Jen.
There's
Easy.
only,
Jen.
dominate Jen.
No, I didn't say dominate Jen.
So I thought
I
that's
just
what
said
you
Dom,
said.
comma Nate, comma Jen. Period.
There was only 2 people wearing color that wasn't blue, which was Nate and the photog.
Yes.
Our photog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah.
Anthony got us on stage. That was
he
cool,
did.
huh?
He's awesome.
I
He's
think
like,
there was-
you guys are going to be making an announcement. And then I was like, okay. We couldn't hear anything because people are screaming and skinning cats alive or whatever they do at these metal concerts. And
But
then,
it was fun back there.
Yeah. And then we went up there and we made a big announcement.
They
Yeah.
actually have the smallest room for that many people performing.
Yeah.
Their group. That is such a small, tiny green room.
Yeah.
And they have tour buses, so
That's true.
that's where they hang out anyways. But one thing I noticed that there was more leather than a Jordache commercial.
That's true.
Boom. There was 3 girls in the studio last week for our Valentine's special.
That's true.
How was your Valentine? Did you call Handlebar Mustache and hang out with them?
No, unfortunately, I didn't hit up anyone that I met at Wasabi or.
How many opportunities do you need? We sat there at the Sumo Bowl. I mean, you had some great prospects come
mean,
up.
Yeah,
One guy came up
sure.
to your car and told you had a nice butt. I mean, if that's not...
That really happened.
Yeah,
That did happen, yeah.
He saw it.
Because I was standing there hoping, maybe I'll just talk to Jen and they'll think that, she's taken and I can, avoid this. I could see these guys coming. But no, I walked away and I heard them honking on their horn in the parking lot. And now they're like, yeah, you got a nice butt. I'm like, and that didn't win Jen over?
Well, I told that guy, I was
You
like,
gotta honk at me first.
he said, can I get your number? And I said, okay, well, I was like, maybe if you follow us on Twitter and on Facebook and,
I'll give you my Twitter.
I was like,
Nothing says I'm interested then. Follow my public social media that I cannot control.
and then I was like, maybe we'll work something out. I thought it would just be one more new listener.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's
That's
take
what
it-
I looked
let's
at it
take
like.
this
He
slow. You
wasn't
can find
interested
me
in
at
being a
Jen
fan.
Rod.
No, he wasn't a fan of the radio show.
Just
He was a fan of the Jen.
He wasn't using you to get
of
to
my
us.
butt.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, not of me.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear you talk.
Turns out like women don't like honking at them or the nice butt line.
I don't know what this
They
guy-
did
I
ask
mean,
me if
Jen,
Dom was my boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Sounds like good luck getting this.
Yeah, I know. I'm married, people. Gosh, I
He
get
is
this
married.
all the
Let him off the
time. It's so it actually, it's the complete opposite. My wife is very attractive. I am not. Hence the radio. So no offense to you guys. I'm
But
just
your
saying.
kid looks just like you.
I know. But he's
He's
cute.
cute.
He's cute. It's
He
just,
took you
You don't give yourself
he
enough
took the
credit,
few
Dom.
you
good
don't think so?
qualities you
I'm
have.
sexy.
He took the few good qualities you have, like your hair,
Yes.
and that's about it.
Nate, you are so jealous of my hair.
I am.
I see you lusting after it all the time.
I want to shave.
How
it
much
and wear
gel
it.
do you go through
I probably go through a tube of Axe glue a week.
a week?
Jen is here wearing slippers.
Hello, hello.
Is that what you're wearing, Jen?
I mean, like, they're not slippers. They're like Uggs.
That looks like something a baby would wear.
Oh, don't think on Jen. Nate, that was rude. What I was saying
You're
was
making me feel young.
How is that rude?
I don't know. It really wasn't. I'm just trying to get back at
Because
you.
you know how babies wear shoes that aren't literally made for walking in because they lack the proper sole.
The bottom of these have the proper sole name.
No. If you wore that for like
No.
2 days in a row,
Size
there'd
11.
be
Look,
nothing
now
left.
you know.
It'd be
11's
a-
my lucky number.
It'd be a sock.
Would you say 11s?
Yeah.
If you guys want to buy something for Jen,
11.
yeah, because her slippers need an upgrade. And we don't wear slippers. It is Casual Friday, Jen, but we don't wear slippers.
No shoes, no service.
Chris from Providence, Rhode Island. He writes, I heard you are publicists. Do you have any crazy celebrity stories? I ran some by Nate to see which one they liked. But the
If
wrestler...
it involves an old wrestler,
An old wrestler, yeah. I mean, he was... when I lived in Charlotte, I used to interact, in the sports scene. And one of the Charlotte WWE stars is Ric Flair. Ric Flair's a nice guy. First time I met him, we were like at this event, and I was like, "Hey, can you come by this celebrity golf event?" And I was like, "It's May 19th," and he's like, "Can't do that. May 19th is Father's Day." And I was like, "No." Fine, I think Mother's Day. It was like me and his wife were like talking to him. Like, I think that's. He was like, "Hey, May 19th, Father's Day," and we were like, "Okay." Yep.
Okay.
Like, okay, we're not going to argue anymore. So anyway, I became friends with his wife, and we had a charity event, and I called her and was like, "Hey, do you think Rick can sign this book for this charity event?" And I went and bought Ric Flair's book, and she's like, "Yeah, just come by the house and get him to sign it, for the kids." So I came by the house, knocked on the door, or rang the doorbell, and he answered in like a wife beater. And let me tell you. I don't think I'm supposed to say wife beater. He's answered in a
Tank top.
Tank top. Yes. I am not saying anyone beats their wife.
You're not advocating.
Yeah. I am not I'm not talking about domestic violence. He's just sleeveless shirt. So, and I was like, "Oh, hey," because he's like in his 60s. Well, let me tell you, Dominic is no match for Ric Flair at any point in his life.
Even in the next 30 years.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, hey." And so I'm standing there with a Sharpie in his book. He's like, "Who are you?" I was like, "You don't." Yeah. I was like, "You don't remember me?" I was like, your wife told me to come by."
You talk like
And
that.
he was like, "What?" I was like, "Your wife told me to come by." I was like, "Not to," because then I was like, "Oh no, not that your wife told me to." I mean, I'm saying, I knew you were here,
Stumbling
and
all
then
over
your wife
stuff.
told me to come by, and I have this book, and I wanted you to sign it. And he's just like increasingly growing upset. I was like, I would get my ass kicked. And so then since she finally yells from the other room, and she's like, "Oh no, that's Dominic. He's coming. Do you remember him?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." So somehow like it registered. I was like, "Oh thank God."
Yeah.
I was like, because he was like really getting upset. But yeah, I walked in, and it still wasn't very like smooth from there. Like he just came and
it was just rocky.
went and-
He didn't
yeah.
feel welcome.
Yeah, no, it's just they take some blows to the head. You know? It's like I don't know.
You
He's
shot his ego.
exactly, yeah. But then he like went and sat down at his kitchen table, and he's got like a whole stack of 8x10s of himself.
Oh.
And he's like, "What can I do for you, young man?" And I was like, "No,
Can I
we're
have
not
10
at an
of those?"
autograph session." Like,
There's no.
I was like,
it's a line of one.
I was like, I just need you to sign. He's like, "And who do I make it out to?" I was like, "No, Rick, don't put my name on it.
Just sign it.
Like,
young man.
I'm not a fan. This is for charity." Like, I'm just kind of was like, and then I was
Just
just
got to
like,
get into.
you know,
gotta get
and
into
so
character.
finally I just was like, "Can I have an 8x10? It would mean the world to me." You know, he's just like,
I'm Timmy.
"Oh gosh, I don't want to be a wrestler when I grow up." Yeah. time to go to the web. This kid does not like Gangnam Style.
Come on.
He is not a fan. Not a fan of Gangnam Style. This the title of this video is WTF Gangnam Style. This little Southern kid, and he'll let you know.
Let's
I
go.
come home from a trip to my country down in the South, proudest part of America, okay? And I turn on my local radio station and I hear Gangnam Style.
Scooby-Doo is singing.
Gangnam Style. Okay, my country
Snacks?
is being brainwashed by North Korean pop culture.
Yep.
Open your eyes, okay? More than those North Koreans are. They're trying to wash our popular
He's not
culture
racist
out
though. He told
No.
you.
and
He told you
replace
at the
it with
beginning.
their own. Does no one realize this but me? Am I
guy's
the
not
only one
animated
who's
at all.
smart enough
No.
to realize? Hello,
No.
we're putting
the
their
emotion in
music
this?
on
Come on.
my radio
Jeez.
station. My radio station,
See, I'm-
not theirs. Mine. Okay? The other
crazy.
day, I turn on the TV, I see Britney Spears, who I love. Ellen DeGeneres is on TV with Britney,
DeGeneres?
and they're dancing with Kim
DeGeneres.
Jong-il
Even read.
to Gangnam Style, a K-pop music, Korean, North Korea, North Korea. All you other countries out
didn't
there,
catch
listen
that
to
the
me
first
right
time you
now.
said
If you're out there, if you're Italian, if you're Mexican, if you're Jamaican, you know, if you're Francin, we don't understand what we're even dancing to.
Right?
Hello, we have reached a new low. Get your culture out of ours. This is America, okay? I don't hate Koreans.
No.
I don't have a problem with Korea
No.
at all.
Just
I
don't
love Korea,
misunderstand
okay?
him.
I'm sure it's a great place. I haven't been there personally, but I don't want to go there, but I don't have a problem with the country or the people. I just don't want them attacking us and people
Via
America is
radio.
being taken as a fool, and I'm not going to look like an idiot, okay? I'm not
Too late.
stupid. I am not going to be made to look like a fool.
Nope,
And I
that
want
won't
it off
happen.
of my radio station, and I want it off of my television. America, America, woo, yeah.
I hope everyone
That
heard
was a
that.
little Ric Flair in that right at the end.
He is a fan of the show, obviously. I cannot
my.
believe that kid is from the South. Who
He
would have
is
thought that?
Absolutely 50 Shades of Cray.
He
50
loves
Shades of
America.
Cray.
He probably hates nail salons. Probably
Oh my
stands-
gosh.
Just
yeah.
throws
Wow.
bricks through the window. That is not racist.
There's a lot of angst in that kid.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought he was racist and didn't like Koreans, but then at the end he told you that he's not.
He
He's
cleared
not-
it up.
he
He's like,
clear-
I have
yeah.
no
He's like, I've
problem
never
with,
been there. I don't ever want to go there.
but I have no
noth-
problem with them.
Yeah, I
Why
have
can't
nothing
racist
against
people
them.
just commit?
But stay out of our culture.
Yeah,
They're attacking.
What?
They're attacking our country, our
Yep.
brains via radio.
it actually makes a lot of
And
sense.
YouTube.
There's probably a big group of of Korean political figures just sitting around saying, "I know how to get them.
Yeah.
We'll just get them through the radio, and then we'll just have them any way we want them."
All you need is a YouTube account.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I love people's like view on the media where they just give the media like way too much credit. Like, I had a friend that did the same thing. She's like, "Did you see the scarf? Did you see the scarf that Obama's wife Michelle was wearing?" So yeah. See what she's trying to do? She's trying to infiltrate her culture by you wearing the clothes, and then everyone's gonna do whatever she does because she's Michelle Obama. I was like, "So wait, what are you saying?" It's like
Scarves, they've been wearing them for centuries.
she's, like, she's a terrorist. I swear, this is what my friend told me. She's a terrorist, and by the scarves, that's like her culture. That's the terrorist Islamic culture.
That's
Like,
how they do
scarves?
it.
I
Scarves.
was like, so the scarf
Dumbest thing
around
I've
her
ever
neck,
heard.
and then
Yeah.
what if she really gets Americans to wear them? What does that do? Like, Tom, you don't get it.
People's necks.
All right,
will be
watch out,
warm.
ladies. Even though it's cold out, don't wear a scarf.
Yeah,
Sends out the wrong
no, it was the
message.
type of scarf she was wearing. I just,
Come on.
yeah, I love
Wow.
conspiracy theories. So the Grammys were last Saturday. Did you guys watch the Grammys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Now, again, I know this is almost a week old, but Frank Ocean, something is not right with him.
Yeah, I don't, to be honest with you, until Samia mentioned him last week or 2 weeks ago, I'd never heard of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean he's popular, you know. But Jen's a big fan, right?
I mean, he's okay. Like,
Big fan?
not-
Is it because he's
Commit to it.
bisexual? Do you have a problem
no,
with him
no.
being bisexual?
No, I have no problem.
'Cause you're Catholic?
It's
Is that what you-
it's because I'm Catholic. My mom says I can't like him.
I knew it. I just totally put
Truth comes out.
I totally put that on her. Yeah, so Frank Ocean, you know, I don't mind Frank Ocean. He's a little awkward, but there's two things. Here's where he accepted his award.